You're back with another video. You see it. Top 10 badass rivalries in anime. By Vinny2. Make sure y'all like the video. Sub to their channel. Like this video. Sub to this channel. And, rivalries. Rivalries. As you know, that's all you need to know about it. If you don't know rivalries, then you don't know rivalries. Because they deep. They deep as hell. Some rivalries be capped though. Some be like, you not really rivals. Y'all best friends. Y'all just saying you rivals.
One of the most important characters in anime is none other than the rival. Usually taking the form of a humongous obstacle that the hero must overcome, the rival pushes him beyond his limits. You'll see these characters as opposites of the hero in terms of personality, motivation, or philosophy. With the abundance of awesome rivalries in anime throughout the years, I'm here to present some interesting rivalries that the medium's brought to us. On this list, we go through 10 of the best rivalries in anime. Asta and Yuno of Black Clover kick things off. Childhood friends and foster brothers, Asta and Yuno share an interesting relationship. Growing up together, both characters are competing for the title of Magic Emperor with a sense of mutual respect. However, it didn't all start out this way. Asta's the one who inspired Yuno to be the Magic Emperor thanks to his actions. Of course, being the person that he was at the start of the series, Asta's lack of magic and hyperactive tendencies turned his foster brother cold towards him. But we always knew deep down he always believed and respected Asta.
Which is weird, like why? That man is obviously your best friend. Like that's a reach for rival. Like no bro, he's your best friend. You can compete with your best friend, it's cool. It's cool, you can compete with them. Like Sanji, Zoro, they cool as hell, but like they don't like each other.
Next is the rivalry between Zoro and Sanji.
This is kind of a rivalry.
It's an understatement to say the Straw Hat's master swordsman and chef had a rough start.
I was definitely thinking more of a physical, like I hate you too rivalry. But this is definitely a rivalry. Like I guess enemies and rivalry. I'm thinking of enemy. This is definitely, but this is like yeah, Asta, you know them. You can tell they best friends. Like they love each other. They got love for each other. They gon', you know, like give up they dream for each other. That's how much they fucks with each other. Zoro and Sanji, they's like, you lucky you part of the crew, or else I'll cut your ass up / kick your ass up. Like
always fighting one another. You could say they're always at each other's throats, even over the pettiest matters. The rivalry runs deep and has roots with the two pirates' philosophies, with the earliest of this being shown in Nami's Arlong arc. Now the two develop a mutual respect for each other's fighting skills, and their combination in battle is unstoppable. They also have a deep sense of trust towards each other, and their rivalries allowed them to know each other quite well. Beyond the insults and nicknames are two valuable members of the crew whose friendship's been forged by fire.
But they can always focus because they're like, yeah, all right, we gotta take care of something. Beat your ass later. Now this is what I thought
and Sendo's at number 8 on the list. In a shonen anime, you'd expect the hot-blooded Sendo to be the protagonist, but instead, he's one of the key rivals. With his fiery, reckless attitude, he's an ideal foil for Ippo, who handed him his first loss on screen. In spite of the contrast in personalities, Ippo and Sendo have more similarities than what can be seen on the surface. Both have a similar fighting style, family backgrounds, and goals in boxing, but outside the ring, the two are friends. Maybe this is the reason why their two bouts are hype-filled matches. It seems that the two are built to be each other's worthy opponents.
Now this is yeah. One side hates him, the other side respects him too much. That's a rivalry.
Coming in at number 7 is Midoriya and Bakugo's rivalry. In most shonen shows, we see the wide-eyed and idealistic main character paired with the more realistic, cynical equal. That's why I find it quite nice, actually, that My Hero Academia just changed things up a little bit. Instead of pairing our protagonist with the obvious choice, Todoroki, he gets paired with his childhood friend and eventual bully, Bakugo. Throughout the season, Midoriya and Bakugo's friction-filled relationship continues and is made more intense with Deku getting the better of Mr. Explosions a couple of times. Despite the fighting and antagonism between them, they manage to work together on rare occasion, and it's not only once Bakugo's let his true feelings out. The relationship between the rivals runs deep and is complicated, anchored by a notable case of jealousy on the part of Bakugo.
Yeah. He hated that he was All Might's favorite. I'm also gonna try a quick drinking game. If you want to participate, just grab your drink of choice. Mine is water because I don't drink. But grab your drink of choice, and every time you hear the word rivalry in this video, even for me, go ahead, take a sip. Because I have the feeling, once I say something more than 3 times, if I keep saying it, then I'm gonna keep saying it for like a couple minutes. So you might as well get fucked up with your drink of choice slash water, because that's what I got. Yeah. So that includes the voiceover and everything.
Shizuo's legendary conflict with Izaya put that rivalry in the 6th spot. The battles between Shizuo and Izaya are well known throughout Ikebukuro, as they have one of the most antagonistic relationships in all of Durarara. How can they not fight? After all, they're major opposites to each other. In fact, it's hate at first sight for the two, with Shizuo throwing the first punch and Izaya responding in kind. While Shizuo is impulsive and direct with his actions, Izaya is cerebral, calm, and manipulative,
Okay,
a
but
noticeable characteristic of a troll.
this man got hit in the face with what is that? Is that a trash can?
In kind. While Shizuo is impulsive and direct with his actions,
Damn, I missed it again. I got a text.
with his
Is that a trash can? He threw a trash can at this man, and it slapped him straight in the forehead. Yeah, it makes sense why he pulled out the knife. He pissed.
And manipulative, a noticeable characteristic of a troll who's beyond good and evil. The hatred between the two stems from a simple exchange. Shizuo immediately sees Izaya for what he is, and Izaya can't accept that this dumb brute of a man can see through his plots and scheming. Before we continue, I'd like to give a shout out to this video
Hey bro, go ahead and get your money.
Breaker
Go ahead and
Quest.
get your money.
At number 5, we have the rivalry between Alucard and Anderson. It's just right that the world's strongest vampire has the Vatican's ultimate vampire hunter for a rival. Don't you agree with that? In addition to being peers in strength with multiple similarities, the two are fitting polar opposites in nature. They seem destined to battle, and it shows in their actions as the series progresses.
It did feel
There's
that way
respect
even in
between
the
two,
abridged series.
with Alucard acknowledging Anderson's will and desire to destroy a mighty vampire like him. Anderson's the only opponent worthy of respect from Alucard. Unfortunately, this deeply rooted respect comes to an end once Anderson gave up his humanity in his bid to destroy the vampire.
It's kind of crazy, like you messed up there. In that show, if anyone's seen the abridged and the actual like original show, do they even follow the same plot points? I know they're making jokes and everything, but like I know the Dragon Ball abridged, they follow the same plot points. Like everything, they're just making jokes out of it. Like people escaping when they should escape. They don't really change much about the main story. Is that the same way for Hellsing? Because I watched that through and that was funny as hell, and it was interesting if that's the actual plot. I doubt that's the actual plot for most of it, but they could be as close as possible. I wouldn't know. I haven't seen the original. This is where like rivalries
Rounding out our
started.
pre-top 3 list is the pair of Naruto
This is
and
the biggest
Sasuke.
rivalry of
Has
all.
anyone not heard of this
That's two.
rivalry?
Take 2 sips.
Naruto and Sasuke are perfect foils to each other. While Naruto is loud, dreamy, and idealistic, Sasuke is quiet, analytical, and cynical. On a serious level, Sasuke is also filled with hatred, a stark contrast to his friendly and understanding rival. What's even more notable is that Sasuke's never got power creep like most shonen rivals. He remained an integral part of the story right up until the end. I never really felt throughout the story that Sasuke had truly been usurped by his rival in
everybody
the
gets
power
stronger.
rankings. He's frequently ahead of the main protagonist in terms of power level, making this rivalry one with an intrigue-filled endpoint as the series went on. It's only fitting that they have their decisive showdown as the last battle of the series. Sasuke is the embodiment of all the philosophies and struggles that Naruto had to go through in his hero's journey, and it's fitting that he ends his adventure with a good old one-on-one with his rival.
There's another one. Yesterday I was... Well, let me take my sip first. Yesterday I was scouring the internet, and I came across a debate between Soikage and I guess Noodles is his name, but it was about like Pain versus Kakazu, I think. And that man Noodles, he can debate. He was pissing Soikage off. Like if y'all watched it, he was pissing him off. But it's why I don't debate, cause like The shit he was saying was dumb as hell. And he was just like, you gotta prove it. And I'm like, bro, you don't need to prove that. You reaching. You reaching. I had to bring that out because it was just like the amount of reach, it was disrespectful. Because this man was out here pulling up facts, and then the other dude was just saying saying that's not necessarily true for everything when his stuff wasn't necessarily true either. And then he wouldn't, I had to get that off my chest. I was like, damn, bro, debates are trash when both don't use logic. Debates are trash. When one is literally just using half logic and reaching and stuff, it's like, bro, I'm not watching this. I don't know why I shared that, but
Starting off our top three is the rivalry featuring the duo of Kenshin
it was
and
about
Saito.
Naruto.
Kenshin and Saito are two swordsmen who've had their share of history. Fighting for opposite sides in the Bakumatsu era, there's no love lost between the two when they encountered each other after the war. Unlike Sanosuke, who's a rival turned friend, Saito was never converted by Kenshin to his side, and in all of his appearances, he was shown to be in tip-top shape, as if he's ready to have another epic duel with Kenshin. In spite of the antagonism between the pair, they've shown themselves to be more than capable allies. They've teamed up on numerous occasions, most notably the battle against Shishio. The two may be rivals, but they also show a deep respect for each other's prowess, with Kenshin considering the former member of the Shinsengumi a trustworthy companion.
I still need to watch Kenshin.
Our runner-up is the rivalry between Goku and Vegeta. You can't have a rivalry list without good old Goku and Vegeta now, can we? This rivalry is about as classic anime rivalry as you can get. I don't think this rivalry needs much explaining at all, actually. While around half of Dragon Ball's opponents can be considered a rival to Goku, none of their rivalries have as much legacy as Vegeta's. Starting out as a villain, Vegeta's frequent battles with...
I hope your drink of choice wasn't alcohol, because you just got fucked up real quick. Real quick.
His peer lead him to breaking out as a character and becoming a series mainstay to provide a parallel to our main hero. It wouldn't surprise me if Vegeta's the first thing in anime fans' minds when it comes to naming a rival character. He's not just a rival, he's the rival in...
And I'm pretty sure I've been missing him saying the rivalry too. It's just rivalry, not rival.
The competitive nature of the relationship between them has codified the archetype of the shonen anime rival for years to come. When it's all said and done,
I'm gonna do a
drinking
game.
This rivalry? Well, actually, there is one in my opinion,
fucked up during one of these videos.
Coming up next.
Alright, he better go crazy in this one. He better go crazy saying, yeah.
At last, at number one, we have the glorious rivalry between Light and L. Did you see this one coming, eh? If you've been watching anime during the late 2000s, you probably predicted this rivalry showing up somewhere on this list. The core attraction of Death Note is Light and L's rivalry. Notably, the two of them never actually fight directly. Instead, their battles take the form of mental duels and attempts.
Cap, they've thrown hands. They've definitely thrown hands. Kicked him in the face. That's Cap. They definitely fought directly.
Outmaneuvering each other. You see, L knows that Light is Kira, but he has no proof of that to expose it. On the other hand, Light doesn't know L's real name, so he can't just kill the detective in order to get him off his trail. The game of cat and mouse between the two geniuses is what Death Note prides itself on. According to a lot of people, the series seemed to lose its shine when the Battle of the Brains came to an end. L's replacements never had that charisma that he possessed, and while they were successful in defeating Light, it just felt underwhelming instead of cathartic.
Because the other one didn't. Yeah, but he wasn't around to see the end.
And with that, we conclude the list. I'm sure that there are a lot more that I couldn't include due to time constraints, but I'm really interested in hearing.
I'm gonna get out of here before you say more, and I need to go grab another bottle, and it might be a bottle of something that's dangerous. Yeah, some crazy, like, I don't know, Fireball or something. I don't know, some whiskey. I don't know. It might be something crazy. I don't know. But I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope you didn't get too fucked up from the drinking game. That probably was a mistake, you know. Yeah, I hope you guys pick like water or juice, something that's not gonna get you fucked up. Cause he was going crazy with the word. I'm not gonna say it. Just in case you did choose alcohol, I'm not trying to wreck you, but I am. Rivalry, rivalry, rivalry. All right, there you go. That's three. That's three right there. I'm gonna finish mine off camera. I hope y'all enjoy. All right, drink responsibly. And yeah, I'm out. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Peace.